That wasn't the plan.
Hey, Courtney.
Hey, Emily.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going so good.
Is it really? What's going on in your life?
It's just been a busy morning. How's your day?
So far, so good. I slept in. I've missed my workout this morning. So guess who gets to work out after the podcast? This girl.
You do.
I do.
Get it. I did not miss my workout because I did not schedule one. I did mine yesterday. I did 2 yesterday. I taught at
nice.
5:45 and then I taught again at 12:15.
So, hey, I am thrilled about today's episode. A dear friend of mine has agreed to come on and talk about one of her life pivots.
Yes.
And her name is Colleen Heiber. I have known her for 20 plus years now. We met in LA. She was a dancer and singer on Broadway before she moved to Los Angeles with her cats in her car. I remember
So
this
rad.
story. She's from California. She's an all-around fantastic girl. She was one of the original members of the Hollywood Pinup Girls. She is a yoga teacher extraordinaire, like a birth doula extraordinaire yoga teacher, and just actually one of my favorite people on the planet. I love
Holy
talking to her.
smokes.
She is highly intelligent. She's a badass bitch. She cycles all over the world with her husband.
Of course she does.
I
Does
know.
she rescue elephants?
She does. She just rescued a dog that's almost the size of an elephant.
Oh my gosh.
I rescued him from his breeder. So
Oh, saved it from a life of who even knows what.
yeah, raw
Colleen.
food. I mean, it's fine.
Monsters out
And
there.
now
Thank
he's
goodness, Colleen.
living the beach life down in Orange County, California.
Ooh, doggy.
He's a cutie
Yes.
patootie.
He is.
Welcome, Colleen, to That Wasn't the Plan.
Oh, well,
Yay.
thanks. Everyone should come on and get that
Everyone
little boost.
Everyone should come on. I am fortunate, so is Courtney, to know so many amazing people in this
my
world.
God,
And
so
honestly,
many.
that's one of the biggest blessings of my life.
Now, I'm going to jump in here and
Yeah.
say, I'm going to not talk that close. Colleen. So we did meet, and I don't know if you remember, but Emily had laid you up very similar to how she laid you up now. And I was like, what? Oh, God. And I knew you were in the Super Sexy Show. And I was desperately wanting to just casually be asked, do you want to be in this show? And I'd be like, yes, whatever. But I never did. I was also kind of an alcoholic and a drug, not kind of. And so my life was a mess. But so we met at a bar. We were in West Hollywood.
Then, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
hopefully. Yeah, but you were in the Super Sexy Show. God bless you. And and El Cid with the ring hanging from the ceiling. You guys were so cool.
Yes.
Anyway, so we met. I remember you were just like the coolest. And I remember thinking, God, you'd meet people and you're like, I'll just never be that cool. And I was like, gosh. And then I forget, we were talking about tattoos, I think. And you were like,
Oh, good times.
yeah, you were like, I've got a tattoo. And I was like, you do? And she was like, guess where? You were like, guess where? And I said, the small of your back. You were like, guess what it is? And I was like, a butterfly. And you were like, uh-huh. And I was like, God, you're so cool. You even present something that could considered to be uncool. And it was so cool because you were just like, yeah, guess where it is? Like, oh my God.
Courtney, I
So-
always say if someone can see that tattoo, they're just happy to be there.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be so lucky. And plus,
Plus, I got
so
it
lucky.
in 94, so like that's when that was okay.
Well, and you were ahead of the
94.
curve there too, because people really I remember a guy tried to talk me into getting a tattoo on my back or on the back of my neck. And he was like Asian leisures. I was like, yeah, I'll probably do that. I never did, but it's because I was too
I think
poor.
that's when I got tattooed in my senior year of high school in 1994, that's when normies were getting tattoos. Like
Yeah.
before that, it was just all bikers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were,
gangsters.
and now it's so common. Like,
Oh yeah.
So
if you don't have a
common.
tattoo, it seems weird.
right?
Yeah, I
My
got my
husband
people.
has no tattoos, and I just am like, what
It's
a
weird.
freak. He's also never done a single drug. But
So
he seems
fascinating.
like he's always on drugs, which is
Okay.
such a
Yeah.
twist. He's a blast, anyhow.
He's a perfect match then.
Yes, yes.
The
Guiltless.
girl with all the
Yes.
tattoos and a
And
recovering
all
addict.
of the drugs. Yeah. But he has more sexual partners than I do, so that's for another
Okay,
show.
another
He'll-
another one. Good time.
Anyway,
Everyone's got a thing. I was going to say there's a
everybody does.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You might not do drugs, but you're doing something.
Yeah. You
Or
got
someone.
something.
Or all of
Mhm.
them.
Uh-huh.
All of them.
Uh-huh. Yay, Colleen. So do you remember meeting me?
Was that at Akbar by any chance?
It wasn't. It was in West Hollywood. It was weird. We were weirdly, I think it was like one of those bars that had like hot dogs, and it was kind of like a train station. It might have been in Burbank, actually.
Oh,
Anyway.
I love
train
that I'm
station?
like, no clue. No
Yeah.
clue. I
That's
kind of
okay.
feel what you're saying with the, you don't mean, whatever, this would be a very boring, let's try to jog my memory conversation, but definitely went to some bars. In Burbank, though, that's a real twist.
So
Emily,
maybe
do you
not
remember what it
Burbank.
was?
no clue. No clue.
Emily, you don't
Those-
remember it? You may have that one might have been the first time you met Mike, because he was there. My boyfriend,
Yeah.
Mike, at the time, looks like a super handsome little guy. Or he's
He's
taller.
super
Yes.
handsome.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah,
So
so cute.
Also
So-
on drugs.
Don't
With
remember,
you-
but
yeah. You guys
Okay.
have to jog my memory most of the time. I swear to God, these days I can't
don't
remember
think we were there
anything.
long. I think it was brief. I
yeah,
think we
I'm in
left.
menopause too, so like
Yeah.
official
Me too.
menopause,
Like-
and I think it just got like the memory of some things are just gone.
Yeah.
And you get to, but the nice thing is, like when someone tells you the story, you're reliving it for the first time. It's
Yeah.
like so everything is very fresh.
Yes,
it is fresh and fun. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm past
Yeah.
the point where I'm worried about it. Like I was worried for a while that like I'd say to my husband when I couldn't remember normal things, I'm like, "Are we worried about this? Like, are we worried?" And he doesn't care. So I'm like, I guess this is just the new normal.
Yeah.
But
So
I
I'm
do
with you.
remember this time that you called me on to talk about.
Oh.
So
Oh,
that's
good.
a segue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
yes.
remember that.
I'm like, what are we talking about?
Emily's like, am I hot? Am I hot?
I'm like, Jesus, my lip is sweating. What is
Is it
going on in my
warm in
house?
here?
It's like 60 degrees in my house. Super
Where's my
cold.
cat?
Oh God. But I
Ah,
do
good
remember
times.
this. Yes. So it was Colleen, you're gonna have to give me the story here, but I don't
Mm.
know what, 10-ish years ago
Wow.
when I received this.
Mhm.
No, it was before that.
It was more that. It was like
it-
2013, maybe
Yeah,
2012.
I had come down to LA. I was working a lot of jobs down there, and we went out, and you were dating this guy. Should we call him a different name, or should we call him by his name?
Yeah, we can call him a different name.
All right, we will call him
Phil.
Homer.
Homer!
I like that better.
I like that a lot.
Okay, we will call him Homer for today's podcast.
Okay.
And Homer was in a jam band, and
Yes.
yep, and we went to see
Hey, girl, you get into it. You get into
Yeah.
it. Sex was good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He was a musician. He was a bass player. Is that better?
He-
Is that
There
better?
you go. Yes, he was a bass player in a jam
Cool
band.
vibes.
I will never forget watching him and being like, "When is this set going to be over?"
Oh,
Uh,
it never ends.
It never
Tomorrow.
ends.
Maybe.
Anyways.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, you were dating him. You were super excited, and then a few months, however long, it passed, and before I knew it, you were engaged.
Yes. Yes.
And and I was living up in Seattle, but we talked from time to time. Then I heard you guys had moved in together, maybe a condo or something, and then a little bit later you had bought a house together.
Yes.
And I'm just maybe going to leave it at that, because that's when things started to turn.
Well, I can tell you something. For all the ladies out there who are not sure they're making the right decision. So when he proposed to me, I definitely wanted to be married, but I thought that he wanted to want to be married, but he didn't want to be married. But so when he proposed, the first thing I said was, "Are you sure?" And
Okay.
he didn't like that I said, "Are you sure?" And he started to get a little irritated that I was like, "Are you sure?" because we just had gone on a vacation before that to Portland and Seattle actually, and we were looking at other places to live, and we had a huge oh, you know, you want comedy, you want the real story, because the real story is that
We want it both. Give it to us
Yeah.
laugh or
straight.
cry, laugh or cry. It's not my life
All
now,
of
so
it.
that's good.
Yes.
It was just he's just a real heavy guy sometimes who would get into these funks, and it was impossible to get him out, and it would be
Ugh.
then the plane flies into the ground and it stays grounded until some unforeseen time when the clouds lift and eventually he's a normal person again. But that took a minute, and we got into one of those fights where it was I don't even know what it was about, ruined our vacation. And then by the time he's normal again to talk to, I'm just so happy that we're not in that dark place that I don't want to talk about it either. And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, let's get on with our lives, because I don't even know what the problem is. So that had happened in I don't know, 2 months before the engagement. So I came home from bartending. I was working at the Chateau Marmont still,
Oh
and
my gosh, you're so cool. Sorry. Pardon me.
If you want a bartender, that was a good spot. If that bar's not even open anymore, but anyways, so it was late, and he had done the rose petals walking up to the door, and there was roses everywhere and all inside the house and candles, and he was standing there whatever
Wow.
time in the morning it was. It was probably 2 or 3
Were
in the
you
morning.
kind of like, oh, how beautiful, or were you a little bit like, roses
No,
everywhere?
I was along for the magicalness
All right.
of it.
Oh.
I'm the cynic in the group, so
Me?
yeah.
Well, no, I think I would have been walking up and be like, this is a setup for a murder. Someone's about to murder me. Ain't nobody throwing rose petals out for me.
There was a sign in the window too that he'd put. I forgot exactly what it said, but yeah, he was. I don't remember if he got down on one knee, but he did. He did propose, and that was my response. So I'm sure it was a little bit of a burst of his bubble. So I said yes, and we went through all the fun engagement stuff. And it
Including
was really
the bachelorette party. Had you had a bridal shower? Okay.
yes. So
You
we did.
did.
We did. We did a
Yeah.
bridal shower. We did the family tradition of going to a local restaurant in Newport, Rusty Pelican. Yeah, you came to the bridal shower. I love that you came because I didn't think that you would be
We
around
bought you
here to
some
come.
lingerie from Agent
Woo!
Provocateur.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
Yes. That
And
was
it was
nice
fun.
stuff.
And it was literally I don't know, 6, 7 weeks away from the wedding and full steam ahead.
That party, so that was at his sister-in-law's house, who happens to be my best friend since junior high. So
Oh, wow.
one of my best friends is married to his older brother.
Mm.
So
Holy
one of my
smokes.
best friends and that guy, we've known each other since 9th grade.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
so me dating him was me dating kind of family
For sure.
unit there.
Yeah.
So when it started to fall apart, it was I was going to lose that whole thing.
Oh, my
That whole thing
gosh.
I had before him and I even started dating.
Oh.
And I didn't really realize that that's exactly what was happening. I thought just we were kind of struggling, but I would have done anything to keep that relationship together. I mean, I was
Mm.
we could have a baby. He actually suggested having a baby, and I was like, I don't want to have a baby before I have a wedding. I want to be drunk at my wedding.
Yeah.
So,
Good point. Good
so
thinking.
there's some weird things that happen in retrospect where I'm like, that was weird.
Mm.
But one of the weirder things was after we were engaged, we were maybe engaged for, I don't know, 5 or 6 months. We got a dog. We got a
Oh.
doodle, as you do.
As you
And
do.
mhm.
And again, ahead of the curve, because doodles didn't really come out until 5 years ago.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
Colleen, my God. She's like, that's
True
when I
story.
had an iPhone. I'd be like, bitch,
Colleen
I did
is
have an
the
iPhone.
number one trendsetter.
my
In-
God.
Yeah.
Hey, I got an iPhone the first year you could get an iPhone.
Of course you did.
Anyways,
She
another
has the
story.
original.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Okay,
Just-
so we after we'd been together for 5 or 6 months, we decided we were going to move into a house because we were renting. So when Emily says we bought a house, it's more like he bought a house and I was
Mm.
along for the ride, but
Yeah.
that's all fine. So we're moving into our new house, and
Wow.
because I was mostly broke, yoga teacher / bartender, retired dancer.
But in LA. So, to be
Yeah.
those things in LA is very respectable.
I
And what was
fine
your
with it.
age?
Okay, math. So that was 13 years ago. So 36.
Okay, so you
I was
were
36.
a young
I
baby
was
child.
ripe for having a crisis if you call off my wedding at 36 or 37 because it was like I really wanted a baby eventually. You know, I wanted a baby. So it was like, now you're going to be single. Now you're going to be single and wanting a baby. That's got to be
Holy
the
shit.
worst.
In Los
Dating.
Angeles.
Yeah. Okay. So I moved down.
Sorry.
I moved down to Orange County. I moved down to Costa Mesa for this guy. I left
Gotcha.
LA for this
Oh,
guy.
okay.
So we're moving into our new house, and we lived in a condo, a 2-story condo, 2 or 3, and then
Jeez.
I remember packing things up, and he wanted to keep his vacuum cleaner, and I had a vacuum cleaner. And I was like, we're not going to move 2 vacuum cleaners. I'm not going to move extra shit. You know, moving sucks, right? So you just want to get rid of everything you don't need. And I was like, why does he want to keep 2 vacuum cleaners? So when he was at work, and he did this with several things, but that was the one that really stuck out to me. And I was like, so when he was at work, I just threw fucking one of those vacuum cleaners in the dumpster. I'm like, there's no way I'm taking 2 vacuum cleaners because I was doing a lot of the packing up. So fast forward a couple months, the house closes, we move in, and
Is that where
he
he
goes on. Go ahead.
proposed to you? Was in the house?
He proposed to me in the condo.
Okay.
So we get a dog, buy a house, moving into the house.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we only in the house a short amount of time. I don't remember how long.
Okay.
But he went
So
on
you're
his
like
bachelor
on
party.
society's perfect track, like buying a house, getting a dog, the should life.
Yes, and the whole time I'm thinking, how do people do this? For a long time I felt like I'd see people walking around my neighborhood and think, how do you like just meet a person and decide to be with them forever?
Right.
And then you have a baby, and then maybe you have some more, and maybe you have a job. How do you do all that? Like that seems, all of it seems very hard to me. It always seemed very hard.
Yes.
I just recently I thought I don't feel like that anymore, but I also don't have kids.
Oh,
I don't have kids. That wasn't the path that I ended up
wasn't
on.
the plan.
Yeah, it wasn't the
Yeah.
plan, but I don't regret not having children. People always ask, like when you say I don't have kids, some people think, oh, you didn't have kids because you chose not to. And I'm like, well, that's a really simplistic way to say it because I was fertile from like 15 to 40. So like I didn't choose not to have kids every day of that time span. But
Right.
for big chunks, I chose not to, and then it was chosen for me.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have miscarriages or that you don't have the right partner or whatever. Like there's a whole different reason.
For
But
sure.
sorry, tangent. So we're living in the new house. We have one vacuum cleaner, and he tells me he goes on his bachelor party and to Vegas, I think it was.
I was going to
remember. And
ask.
then
I was like, what did he do? Did they go to
something
Vegas?
aggressive? He came back extremely hungover. That's what I remember. And and then I was going on mine maybe the next weekend, and in that interim, the wedding invitations had to go out. Like it was like the absolute last moment that you could send the invitation. I already sent the save the dates.
Yeah, I had
already had
booked
to
my
dress.
flight and a hotel room. Like everything was
Yeah.
ready because I got the save the date.
All that was in play. When the wedding invitations actually showed up and they were in a box, like on our front porch, they had just been delivered. Homer came home from work and just walked over the box, like, and came in the house. Didn't like, and it's not a big box. Like to step over it and come inside to me was like, okay, something's wrong. And the next day, I think he called and he's like, we have to have a talk, or I don't even remember exactly what he said, but it was like full devastation, like
Hold on.
crying on the floor. Oh yes,
I need to know. He called you and said we need to talk, and then did you have the talk then, or did you schedule
Yes.
the talk? Okay,
No,
so
he came
said,
home from work.
Okay,
he
so
did.
it was in person.
Yeah.
So he came home and said,
No,
we
it
need
was
to
on the
talk?
phone.
So you had that.
Something. Yeah, something was discordant on a phone call because I was like, "What's going on?" It seemed like you just stepped over those invitations, and he either hedged or something was happening, and then he came home and we had a conversation.
So
Yeah.
I'm just dying to know. He walks in the door. Do you guys sit in the living room? I'm just so.
Yeah, no, we're in the primary bedroom, and I don't remember the conversation, but I do remember like just being full emotional catastrophe, like
Were you kind
laid
of
out on the floor
blindsided?
crying. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, for sure.
All right.
Because he proposed, and I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yes." And I
Okay.
Yeah.
said, okay.
You did everything you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So and this mind you is my second failed engagement. I'd been engaged like 10 years, 15 years before that, 15 years before that, 14. And I called that wedding off when I'd already had the location
To
and
who?
his name was Craig. He was a
Oh,
Scottish
the
guy that I
Scottish guy.
that I met.
I thought you guys actually did get married. Oh, I think I know the story.
Technically, we did, but we
Oh
don't tell
my
anybody that
gosh.
because my mom isn't supposed to know.
Okay. We won't tell your mom.
Yeah, we're not going to tell
My
your
mom
mom.
said we got married ahead of time before our actually
Yeah.
wedding, so he could work in the United States, and we're like, just don't call it a marriage. He was very Scottish. Oh, he was Scottish.
Oh my gosh, Colleen.
Like we
I
ate
know.
haggis.
The
and-
coolest freaking woman alive. I was married briefly to a Scottish gentleman named Craig. Oh my gosh.
Don't
We
even
lived in
call
a
that-
castle.
We were going to get married in a castle. It was very
Oh my
exciting.
God. Colleen,
So
that's every
freaking
girl's
cool.
dream.
I think that's all the Scottish weddings. They're all in castles. It's
Well,
like
yeah.
castles are like a house on a corner.
Was he going to wear a
There's
kilt?
there's everywhere. Oh yeah, he wore a kilt when he went out on New Year's Eve in Santa Barbara with us. Yeah, he
What?
definitely wore a
I
kilt.
Anything
felt
under
that
there?
in my nether regions, the man in a kilt.
he was
Craig.
fun. He was fun.
Wow.
So I had some trauma about being
For
engaged.
sure.
Yeah.
And then it ended again, and I was like, oh my God. And that was like full horrendous pain of loss and embarrassment. Now there's like the logistics. Now I have to
Oh,
cancel
gosh.
everything and pay photographers and all the things. For
But
things
Did
I'm
you
not gonna
sleep in
do.
that house
Yeah.
that night?
What happened immediately after did he like leave the room and left you on the floor crying?
I don't remember how it resolved, but I do remember like the next night or a couple nights later, us having dinner in the living room, like kind of like having a postmortem on the relationship. You know, when sometimes you break up with someone you live with that like there's
Yeah.
a re-coming together in like a non-romantic way.
How many
sometimes.
days?
Oh,
before
it was
that?
only a couple days that we lived, but it's like it takes a long time to like accept that like this
For
is
sure.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
This
gosh.
is not going to happen. But it's more like, oh my God, now like, where do I live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to move home with my parents? Which I did. So I think I went home to my parents pretty quick, actually.
How quick? Months? Weeks?
No.
Days?
Yeah.
Days.
Probably days.
And you packed up all your shit, all your clothes and everything.
Did you take the
And-
vacuum? Most
Yes.
important.
Yes.
I'm sure I did. You know what? And I left him my cats because I had 2 cats. I'm like, I can't take these cats to my mom's because she has 2 cats. So you have to take these cats. He hated those cats. And we had a dog. I mean, I forgot all about that.
Oh
So-
boy. Oh, what about the dog? Oh gosh.
And I lost the dog.
You
Definitely
did?
lost the dog. He was a big dick at that point for sure. So the cats stayed with them until I moved out of my parents again. And so I
How
had to go
long is
move back
that?
with my parents at like 36 or 37 years old, however old I was.
Licking your wounds.
Feel all my feelings. And I was doing therapy before this happened. And then it happened. And then I had a therapist. So I didn't have to explain my life.
Oh, thank God.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very,
but-
very, very helpful.
And I was way into yoga and she was into meditation. So she took that kind of approach with me. So
Oh,
we just every time I had the feeling of grief come up within me about losing the relationship and the future that you don't
the
have
lifestyle,
anymore.
the whole deal. Yeah.
A whole thing, yeah. Almost getting like the normal life that everyone seems to have so easily. Like I just feel like,
Yeah.
oh, I just
Yeah.
can't. It's just not for me. So every time that like grief would come up, she had me just treat it like a meditation where it's like a discursive thought, like the thought that just comes into your mind without you don't choose it. It just pops into your mind and it
Mhm.
comes with an emotional tone and it's
Mm.
painful. And just to
Mhm.
breathe and feel the pain in your body and just be with it and keep breathing and don't talk about the pain or don't tell a story about the pain. Just let the
Oh.
pain be while you breathe. And then it would only last, a 10 seconds, 30
Yeah.
seconds. And then it goes away and you go on. And I did that for like a year. It was like a year of
Okay.
that. And then eventually, and I wore I remember like the clothes I wore because I
Yes,
chose
yes.
Did you wear black? Or did you wear like
I wore a veil.
yeah. Did you show that butterfly tattoo daily?
Yes.
oh, there's a whole recovery process. Oh gosh. oh gosh, who's going to listen to this?
No, everybody and nobody
No
at the
one's
same
listening.
time.
No one is fine. Yeah, it's great. So I wore these like loose, like blousey paisley, dark paisley roll down yoga pants a lot.
Sweet.
Oh, they're so vivid. Yeah, they're like pajamas, but also yoga pants, but not
And
tight.
they look hot on you, of
They're
course, because
probably
you are.
cool. I
You're
don't know.
tiny little
God,
waist.
100% cool, Colleen. You
It's like
can't
my
spell
grief
without Colleen.
Oh God. So that was a hard, long experience. And that was like
Oh.
dark. That was a dark
Well,
time.
yeah.
But also I think that like the skill of being able to have someone tell you how to deal with it, and it just takes forever. And then eventually you feel better, and now you're imagining the next person. And
How long was it? But
it was like
before
3
you
years
could
before I met someone serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
And
tracks.
how
That
long
sounds right.
were you at your parents' house before you moved out and got your own place?
Like 10 months.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think it was something like that.
That
It
was
was just
it?
shy of a year.
Bless your
Oh
heart. My
God, though. I
gosh.
mean, that's a
Well,
lot
of
to live with your
course,
parents.
Yeah.
I
Of
get it. But
course.
seriously, it's also a lot to have a broken heart and have
Yeah.
to completely, like, everything you thought was no longer. Thank
Yeah, and I
goodness
quit my
that.
job too. I quit my job
Yeah.
bartending. I thought that was part of it. I took a lot of responsibility for why the relationship failed, maybe more than I should have.
But yeah, you take your role, and then
Yeah.
that's part of the grief process. That's part of, like, not grief, but dealing with that kind of loss.
Yeah, well, what was my role?
Yeah, exactly. What
It's
was your
not
role?
all
That
the
was
other person's fault, even if they are undiagnosed and
assholes. Yeah.
unmedicated when they should be.
Right. Yeah. Takes two to tango, but yes,
Yeah.
it's not all your fault.
But you also did say, "Are you sure?"
Well,
Like,
that
I am.
she puts the onus on him then to ask to actually look inside himself and think about this. Like, am I sure?
Yeah.
Because you gave him an out right there.
He fucking put the goddamn pedals down. Anyways, but the whole point of this story is
That is
that
such a
wasn't the
good point.
plan. I don't know what none of that was the plan. Like the
No.
breakup wasn't the plan. But I can tell you what, thank God, all that happened. Because the human that I am married to now
Woo.
is awesome. So we're gonna celebrate 7 years on Tuesday. Is our 7-year
happy
anniversary to my new husband.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's like a miracle of a human.
He is.
I don't even know how to describe it. I waited a long
That's a
time.
great description. A miracle of
Wait.
a human.
So you said it was about 3 years after that. So you're roughly around 39, 40 when you started kind of dating again.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And how was that like first date for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the first date, but you know what first starts happening is the guys from high school start realizing they see you on the apps or like whatever.
Oh.
Like I live in a place where like people move away, but they don't move away or they come back,
Yep,
and
yep,
it's like
Yeah.
SoCal. And they start hitting you up on the apps. Maybe they go through Facebook because they saw you on an app and they're like, oh, she's single.
Because they've been looking you up
She's
on
hot.
Facebook for years.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
something
what
like
it is.
that.
Because
Yep.
they were obsessed with you in high school, Colleen, because you're freaking cool. And then they found out
No
that you
girl,
almost
no
married a guy
girl, no
named
girl,
Craig.
no girl, no girl. I was like giant boobs, chubby cheerleader. That's how I describe myself. I wasn't chubby,
All I heard
but
was
kind
giant
of.
boobs. And I'm
I
like,
know.
okay.
All I heard was giant boobs, cheerleader, gorgeous.
No, I
yeah,
wasn't
I was the
gorgeous.
most popular girl. And in your eyes, you were chubby, but I doubt that,
Yeah.
No, it was real. Whatever.
Oh my
So
God. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, so I dated a lot of people. I feel like that.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking try a lot. I dated a really young Colombian guy. That was fun.
Whoa.
I mean,
How
he
young?
was like 25. And I was
Ooh.
almost 40.
Ay, caramba.
But Colombian, I might give him a chance if
Mm.
he's Colombian, not American, because
Well,
25-year-old
no,
American boys.
right. So by
Yeah.
date, I mean like we go out to dinner sometimes and just really have a good time.
Yeah.
You get the
'Cause you
Colombian
can't
chicken.
always do it. You can't always do that much younger. How long are they going to think you're hot? I don't know.
No, how long are you going to be able to stand having a conversation with an 8-year-old?
Oh,
well,
yeah,
not, but in the
100%.
body of a
Also-
25-year-old, everybody. Okay.
Also, now I barely want to do anything. Like,
Yeah.
like if someone invited me to something and it starts at 7:30 p.m. and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
God.
absolutely not.
Bedtime's in less than an hour.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to do that? I'll
You
go
don't. You say
I go for
no.
the first half of any event. No, the second half, probably
Yeah.
leaving it at intermission. Anyways,
Ooh.
so like
Yeah.
young people, that's hard.
Uh-huh.
But then I also yeah, then so when I dated this guy,
So
also met
you
him on the apps.
but you kinda dated him twice, and I guess my question for
Yes.
you is the first time you met him, did you have an inkling like, "Oh, this could really be somebody," and did you get scared by that because
Ooh.
of, like, you were left a few years prior and you thought that was it? So were you scared to get back into maybe a serious relationship? Because at first it didn't turn into a serious relationship
Yeah.
with
So
the one you have now.
first I think I was ready, yes. Was I ready
Okay.
to get engaged? No, definitely not. Because
Yeah.
that doesn't seem to work. That was like the part of like the typical trajectory of a person's life that I was like, I don't think that I'm built that way, or
Mm.
it's gonna jinx it, or
Yeah,
why get
yeah.
married now? I'd already just so when I met my current husband, Troy. Oh, Troy! Troy. It's a
You're Helen
handsome
of
name.
his Troy. The
So
coolest, prettiest
handsome.
woman is married to Troy.
Well, when I first met him, so let me just say, I mean, I don't know how much you want to hear about this, but the date
Everything.
before, okay, well, the date before that I went on before I went out
We
with Troy,
yeah. We wanna let
because
people know that you can overcome horrible
oh,
situations like this,
oh
and
Yeah.
yes,
you're
and
a
just
good
because online
example.
online dating gets you down doesn't mean you don't do it. You just take some breaks.
Yeah.
Take some
You take
breaks.
breaks.
Take it light. Don't meet pretty fast. Meet in person pretty fast. That's key.
That is the
You meet
best
online. You don't
advice.
date online. You date in real
Don't
life.
date them online because then you get
And
obsessed with them and then you're just talking to somebody in your phone and then
yes,
they're suddenly, oh, I'm
yeah,
living in Afghanistan now.
yeah. And you made up. You
Personal
make them
experience.
up. You make them
Yes,
up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
exactly.
yes, yeah,
You're in
you
love
have
with a creation of your own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mhm,
yeah. Of your
mhm.
own mind. I dated a bunch of dudes. Troy Troy shows up in my whatever options, and he'd had somebody give him some really cool photos that made him look relaxed and happy and successful
Ooh, yeah.
and all that, and
Amazing.
artsy. And I was like, and
Mhm.
he had just the right timing of banter, banter, banter. Let's meet for a drink. That's what I need.
Nice.
Like,
That's
Yeah,
good.
not
yeah,
right away. Let's meet. A little banter, maybe if 2 or 3 messages, and then like,
My
yeah.
guy was the same
let's.
way. Had he not come out of the gate with, like, cute little banter and then within a couple days been like, "Let's meet for a drink," I would have kept this idea of him in my mind and probably would
And
have said
bye.
no
Yeah.
to ever meeting him in the flesh.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
if they do it too fast, you're like taken aback. It's like our expectations are impossible. We're so weird. So
Mhm.
try to be cool. Try to be cool,
But
man.
also beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. So we go meet. I meet him just around the corner from where I live now, and he was sitting in this like it was like a marina area in Lido, and he was sitting in this Adirondack chair and leaned back with his like legs
Oh,
crossed, kind of legs crossed like a lady, which I like when a tall man sits like a woman.
yes.
Mhm,
I
I
mhm.
get
don't know
that.
why. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
so hot.
It
And
is
There's
I'm
so
like,
hot.
something so, self-assure about
yes,
when men can sit like that. You're
yes,
like,
Amen.
"This guy is not trying to be anything but an
yeah,
amazing guy that" and he's totally confident and comfortable with who he is. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. So he was sitting like that, and as soon as he saw me walk up, he popped up and he had a smile, as happy to see me, and I was like, not my type.
Yeah, of course. You're like, oh God, this
I was
piece
like,
of shit.
oh, it's healthy and happy, upbeat, confident. It's definitely not going to be for me.
No negative integers in his bank account.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
He's
seems like.
got a good relationship with his mom.
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So we went on to have like a 6-hour first date, like a couple hours for drinks, and then we extended it to a long dinner and then went to the other side of the restaurant, had this
Oh,
whole great conversation. And at the time, I still wanted kids, and he had 3 grown kids and has 3 grown kids. And there's a whole traumatic story there.
Yeah.
And it seemed sad to me,
Mm.
whatever was happening with him and his kids. It was sad. It is sad. Still is.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, maybe something with him needs to figure that out. I wasn't sure. But also, I said that I wanted kids. And so after that, he went to Italy for like a month and he kind of fell off my radar. And I was like, I don't think he's my type, but also he's not knocking down my door. And I reached out maybe once, but he was out of the country. And
Mm.
we ended up like for the next like year, a little more than a year, every so often, every couple months, we'd go out to dinner and have these great conversations. No kissing, nothing like that.
Oh,
And
oh.
I just really liked him. And then I hosted this online spiritual book club, and he
Oh my
joined
God,
it.
you're
He was
so
like the
cool.
only man to join my online spiritual book club. There's one other guy. Maybe there's one or two other guys, but definitely one was gay and one barely showed up. So like him showing up to that club, I was like, well, I must be doing something right if Troy's here. Like I felt so proud to be his friend, and he was coming to this, and he would sit, he'd like sit in his bed, not in his underwear or anything, but like he'd sit in his bed and join the calls, and
Oh
he'd like
God.
be laying back with his like big arms, and
Did he have no
he
shirt on?
he had a shirt on, but it
Okay,
was
good.
like I don't know, he was
But
not
you
he
could
like
see.
yeah, you could see his like biceps and his
Saw what Troy
I'm
was
attracted to a
tacking.
nice forearm in a man.
Oh, me too.
Absolutely. God bless America. And good
And he had big like
calves.
paws for hands. I don't know, I loved it. So and I was like, this is cute. So then I go on a date with this guy where we talk on the phone. I think we're hitting it off. We meet in real life. He lied about his height. So annoying. And he's like got these skinny, tiny arms in this like SpongeBob SquarePants shape with like a square body and skinny arms. And I'm like, how am I supposed to? I'm not superficial, but also no.
Come on.
Like, yeah, come on. Like, so go to lift something heavy, like in an emergency. Who's going to help who? So
Who?
I leave that date, and I'm debriefing it with a girlfriend, and I'm telling this girlfriend somehow that debrief turns into me talking about Troy, and I'm like,
Ooh.
someone's got to go out with Troy. Troy's so great, and so I talk her into going out with Troy, and then I hang up the phone. And, I know I hang up the phone, and I think, wait a
What the
minute,
fuck?
I
she
should be
goes out
going
with
out with
Troy.
Troy.
I can't go out with Troy. Maybe I should give Troy like another like romance chance. Like,
Yeah.
is this going to happen or no? And so we went out to dinner, and then it was like on like Tron. Like, I don't know what changed. Oh, he took me out to dinner, and
And you immediately grabbed him and you
Put your hand on his testicles.
I walked him into the restaurant holding his scrotum. It was weird. You're mine
leading
now.
him like a dog.
Good thing you're married, Colleen, because Lord Almighty, I've never been in love with a woman yet, but I love you. She walked him in holding onto his scrotum. God.
So romantic. So he sits me down and he says, this has been like 13 months since we first met online. And he says, so Colleen, it's been a year. Like since we first
I can hear him saying this.
Yes, he's got like youth pastor vibes sometimes.
Oh,
yes.
You know? He was one in a former life, but he was like,
oh.
yeah, he's not a religious person now, but he
Okay.
was. And he's like, so it's been a year. How you doing? Like, it's very speechy feeling and like dad vibes and all the things.
Oh.
And I'm like, what's happening? And he said, last time we talked, you wanted kids. Where are you with that?
Whoa.
And I said, I know. And I said, I actually don't want them anymore because 6 months before that, I had been getting my nails done, my nails and my toenails. And I had like 2 people working on my hands and my feet. And my best friend was next to me and her 5-year-old. And the 5-year-old was trying to get a unicorn manicure or whatever. And like, do you need to go to the bathroom? And mom, I'm not sure. And blah, 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 blah. The whole thing was happening over there. And I love those 2 people. And I was like looking at them and like just feeling my life. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Like I did want that. And it was very clear to me that I no longer wanted that.
Wow.
And I think I wanted it when everyone wanted it. And I love babies. And I did a whole baby thing. I love that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want kids.
Well,
So
you've
I told
changed.
Troy,
Like life had
I've-
changed and
yeah,
all of a sudden
and
you
I
were
had
like,
gotten older. And no one
yeah,
had
and-
babies anymore. They had kids.
right.
Yeah, they had
had
full
kids.
on attitudes.
Kids are different than babies.
Yeah, they're
God
different than
help you.
babies. I know. So I said I didn't want them anymore. And he knew that he couldn't date me, Troy, if I still wanted kids because he
Yeah.
had 3, they were grown, and he had decided that wouldn't have been the right thing. So that's why he was never making the move. And he didn't want to talk me out of my position, obviously. So then
Such a
we
good
started
guy.
dating. And the
That
rest is
freaking
history.
Troy.
And then you
He's
guys
great.
dated for what, like a few months, moved in,
Just a
and
few
then like
months, then I
6 months
moved
later or
in.
something, you got engaged.
And then to get back to your earlier question, he'd
Yeah.
asked, we talked about marriage one time, and he'd had a very traumatic end to his 17-year marriage. Like the
Wow.
kids it's just, yeah, it's like the worst possible divorce. You go
Yeah.
broke, you lose everything,
Oh,
everything. So I can see why he would never want to get married again. And if we're not going to have kids, why would we get married? And is it the getting married part that ruins relationships?
It
I mean, my
can.
parents were divorced. A lot of people I look around, they're married for a long time and they seem like friends,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like romance anymore.
Right.
So we didn't come to any conclusion. We just talked about it. And I didn't know if I wanted it. He didn't know if he wanted it. And then like 5 months later, maybe we were on like a mountaintop in Canada and and he asked me if I would marry him. And I just lost my shit, like full crying. And I don't know what he said, but I was like, ring.
Oh, he
And
had
then,
a ring?
oh, he had a ring.
Oh, there
And
it is.
he's like, he didn't know if I would say yes, which is
What a
so
brave
exciting.
man.
I know.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, we
wow.
didn't.
He's trying to nail you down. He know what he's
He,
got. He's
he
like, this
wanted
bitch
that
got a
butterfly.
tramp stamp butterfly. I love her. Yeah.
And he didn't want to convince me otherwise.
I saw you
That's like
guys
really
within a
amazing.
few days of that. You came through
Yes, back down
Seattle
on our
and
road
stayed
trip.
with me. Yeah.
Oh,
It
that
was
was
so
right after.
special.
That's
It was right
right.
after you had your ring. Yes, it was amazing. Yeah.
I
It was
forgot that
I
that was
was
the
just
timing.
I was elated because here is my dear friend whom I've known for 20 plus years. I have seen her go from the highest of highs to fucking rock bottom more than once
Mm.
just because of the blows life has dealt
Ugh.
her. And I
The men,
mean,
you mean the men I was attracted to?
the men you're attracted to. And we're just skimming the surface here with
We
this
didn't even
story.
talk about the really bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't
wow.
even bring him up. That's for another
Fuck that
episode.
guy.
But
Oh,
anyways,
God.
I have and just to this was the first time I had met Troy. I had known about him and Colleen was like, "He's kind of great." And then he came here and I met him and he is this wonderful human and not just a wonderful human but such a great man. He's just I look to him like an older brother. And here he is with my good
Hell
friend,
yeah,
whom I've
Troy.
like, fuck yeah,
Fuck
you deserve
yeah.
this guy. And he deserves you too. So perfect. And just to see them interact, I was like, this is it. This is what I want. Like this
Yeah.
relationship where you can have it with somebody and you're open, actually can be yourself with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that it was always destined for you, Colleen. I just think that we have to go through shit sometimes. We have to be left at the altar in order to realize, like, I'm better than that guy. I deserve better than that guy. You're not better than, but yes,
But you probably
deserve.
are better. You're pretty much better than
Probably.
anyone I've ever met.
You dodged a bullet, and you've said that you dodged a bullet with that guy, with Homer.
Yeah.
And
When
and a few other
Troy did
guys.
propose, I was like, we were just gonna have like a party where a wedding broke out. That was always my dream.
I
Like,
love
don't
that.
call
Yes.
it a wedding.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna do anything traditional unless it makes sense. So I didn't have any bridesmaids because
Nice.
the tradition of that is very bizarre. It's like
It
like the
is.
night. It is. It's like about abducting the woman. Whatever. Look it up. It's like so dumb, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. It's like you pretend like you look like the bride, so that the night before the wedding, the groom would try to come and like abduct his bride because he doesn't know because you would be arranged marriages.
Yeah.
So that was the deal, to like trick him into saying, you don't know which one of us is actually your bride tomorrow, so you can't take me. And I assume rape me. I don't know what the fuck. So I'm like, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. And no one's gonna give me
fucking
away.
dumb.
I'm not changing my name. And I wanted to be at like the welcome cocktail hour.
Yeah,
At
your
a
wedding
wedding,
was so cute.
I showed up in my wedding
jean
dress with a
jacket.
jean jacket on top of it, and I came to the fucking cocktails reception. And I'm like, I didn't hire a professional photographer. I'm like, everyone's gonna take photos.
Absolutely.
He has a cousin who's really great at iPhone photography. He is a photographer, but we just had just use your iPhone. Like they're so good. And you know how many pictures we have up of our wedding? One.
That's what I'm talking about.
Who does? I mean, I don't know. Save some money. So
Amen.
that was really fun. That was really fun.
Preach, queen.
But when we started planning that though, and the chick at the venue started to do the wedding planner communication, I like froze up. I was like, Troy, this is where our relationship ends. Like this is what always happens. So we get to this part, and then all of a sudden it's all going to unfold, and then we're not going to be together anymore.
Oh.
And I never got another email from that chick again. He took me off the thread, and Troy just fucking handled it.
That's right, Troy.
Yes.
That's
Taking
right,
care
Troy.
of business.
Fucking Troy.
He's good like that.
That is
Yeah.
the dad vibes. That's what I mean by dad vibes. Like they just get shit done.
They get the
Like,
shit
They can
done. They
handle
don't
it.
have to
Yes.
ask you, "What do you need me to do?" They
No,
fucking
no.
do
They
it.
just
Just
do it.
look around the room and fucking do it.
Figure it
Yeah,
out.
they do it.
You're not
Yeah.
an idiot.
Thanks for asking about all that stuff. It's a good
Oh my
time. It's good to
I have 2 other questions for
I
you.
know, I've got, like,
And it's
please. Yeah.
42 questions.
it's like a twofold, and Courtney, you can cut me off at any point.
I will not.
They're like 2 sides of the coin. One is to anybody out there who possibly recently got left, whether at the altar, before, engagement, something, give advice to them on next steps, how to possibly overcome that. But my other side of the coin question is to anyone thinking that they're in a relationship that's possibly you're getting married and you don't want to, how to leave
mm.
someone so that you don't. I don't even want to say blindside because it will be a blindside, but how to do it ethically, morally, so that you just don't devastate that person and just being honest with them instead of waiting till the last minute. Or I don't know, because it can happen at the last minute. You're standing up there and you're like, fuck, this is not what I wanted. But just any
Mhm.
advice that you may have, because I'm sure you had thought about so many different scenarios. You had shower conversations like, I could
Oh.
have done this, or I saw this. Were there red flags?
And Troy did not ask us to ask you this.
Thank
We
you.
swear.
It's too late for him. I own that man. A scrotum in hand. Kidding.
Scrotum
Just
in
kidding.
hand, bitch. Okay, sorry.
So the first one was advice
If it's you getting
if
left, yeah.
I think 2 parts. One is it's cliche, but to feel all the feelings without telling a story about it. Is the not telling a story about it is the meditation part, like the Zen Buddhist. That is the part that's like
Wow.
what is not natural. It's you can feel your feelings, but then you start to build this like or identity or like victimhood or whatever. You'll build a story around it about why you're
Yeah.
right or why you're wrong or why they're right or
Yeah.
but if you could just feel pain as pain and know that it comes and goes and it doesn't stay very long if you breathe through it, I think that's really important. I would
Oh
like
my
just kind of
gosh.
touch where I'd feel it. And I say, oh, I felt that in my chest or my heart or whatever, and just feel it and breathe
That's
and just
wise.
let your brain be like, just let it be sad or whatever it is. And then it goes away. That every time over and over and over again, like doing the laundry. And then the second part would be to allow yourself to eventually imagine the next relationship or the next person. Like imagine, because when you're in the relationship, it's like every person is. I always think about this when like a baby's born, like they are an entire universe. Like
Mm.
they will, like you're the center of your universe right now, but every single person has that. And when you are lucky enough to be intimate with someone, even I mean, just emotionally, whether it's a friend or a partner, romantic partner, like you get to be in their universe and it's a universe of new things.
Mm.
Like they have new
Yeah.
interests and hobbies and skills and sense of humor and shows that they watch and like exercises that they like to do and whatever the thing is. Like that is so fucking cool to participate in someone else's world. Even if it doesn't work out. Like that's cool. And if you can imagine that person's there, I think I went through a breakup once where he kept wanting to get back together with me. And the last time I was going through like finals, it was in my 30s, but I was going back to finals. And I was like, I couldn't think about him anymore. And I just every time he would pop into my head, I'd think about the next person who I didn't even know yet. And when
Yeah.
he came back again, it was like, I want to get back together. I'm like, it's too late. I've already imagined the next person and it doesn't look like you. So
Nice.
like, it's a very powerful little mental strategy.
Oh, wow.
And then as far as like, if you need to break it off with someone, since I've
Yeah.
been on both sides of this coin,
Yes, you
I've
have.
called off the wedding and I've had it called off. I just had to get out. In the first relationship, I was so stressed out about it. And I told myself, this wasn't working. I knew it wasn't right. At first I would say, Colleen, just get married. You can just get divorced in a year. You can just get divorced in a year. Like this train has left the station. You have a wedding dress. People have, like that is not the way to go. Don't do that. All you have to do is tell your partner, we need to talk.
Mm.
4 words.
Mhm.
Whatever comes out of your mouth after that, it doesn't really matter. I just think you need to say, we need to talk and like do it when you know.
You rip that Band-Aid off
Yeah,
immediately.
and you're not responsible for their emotional response. And
No.
if they don't do well with that upheaval, well, that's probably not the person you want to build a life with and have kids with. If they can't handle a breakup, as painful as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, you're not responsible for that. You're
Mm-mm.
setting them free to, like, be a part of
Yeah.
someone else's universe that feels really right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
Wonderful.
wisdom.
My
I love
gosh,
it.
Colleen. Oh, just saying, don't attach a story to it like that is such. When you do meditation, you've heard things, you do things, and but those are not words I've ever heard put together. And I would love to go back to all the broken hearts I've had. One in particular was very painful, and be able to tell that, because I remember trying to count down backwards from 10 when the pain would start, but I would connect it all with a story that would just, foam it
Make it
up.
big.
So,
Yes.
yeah,
Foam it
make it
up.
way
It like
bigger.
creates little tentacles, and then you're in it. And then
Yeah,
that's
that's
no
powerful.
good.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, Colleen.
Yeah. I didn't make that up. That's like meditation masters of some sort.
Right, but you made it up,
but
though.
but I think it is important to be able to use yoga and meditation
Yes.
like in your
Yeah.
life. That's the whole point,
Yes.
not to like do Warrior 2 or sit in
No.
lotus. It's to cope with your life,
Yeah.
to be happier, I guess.
Breathing techniques.
Breathing.
Yeah, and I love what you said, and it's so
Feeling.
true. We're not responsible for others people's emotions. We can't control
not.
those. We don't know how people are going to react in any situation.
But get in therapy, period.
Oh my
Always.
gosh. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's hard to find a good
Always.
therapist, but man, if you do,
It is.
and mine was, I know the woman who was helping me, she was like a therapist in training. So like, there are cheap ways to do therapy
Mm-hmm.
in person. Like, I've done BetterHelp. I don't know if I love that, but like,
Right.
in person, if you can find a place where new therapists are getting their clinical hours,
Yep.
you can see them for a sliding scale, just what you can afford. I would pay like
Yeah.
$15 a visit.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes less, sometimes
That's
less, sometimes $5.
great
It's kind of
idea.
crazy.
That's really phenomenal.
That's
Yeah.
really awesome.
But yeah,
Yeah.
therapy. Always. There's nobody that doesn't need it.
That's
I
true.
know.
And I read something yesterday where it's like everybody in therapy is there for the people that won't go to therapy.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. It really
It's
is.
so true.
Wow.
Mm.
I'm a
Well.
changed person now. Thank you, Colleen.
Well, thanks, guys. I definitely enjoyed, like, I didn't think, when Emily asked if I had some stories about like it not being the plan, I was like, I don't think so.
I was like, bitch,
Everything
please.
just worked out the way I always thought it would.
Oh, really, Colleen? Really? Freaking amazing. That's what's cool about you, is you don't probably even know how freaking cool you are.
You have no idea how traumatized you were in a past life, but your friends
forgot.
remember.
I
I have
forgot.
no idea what a gemstone you are.
Oh gosh, it's really funny. Good times.
Well, I love
Yeah.
you. And if you see anyone outside of your bedroom window tonight, it's not me. I'm on the East Coast, so don't be weird.
Are you on the East Coast?
I am. Yeah, I'm in Southwest Virginia. I don't know if you hear the tang in my voice.
No, that's funny.
Yeah,
I was
okay,
born in
good.
Maryland. I have some family in
Were you really? Yeah,
West
I came
Virginia?
here
Yeah.
from LA to get clean and sober, and then
That's a good
I
way.
got too fat to go back to LA. So because I was so vain, I was like, there's no way I can return looking like this, even if I'm like mentally better, which I wasn't anyway. But anyway,
That's amazing.
so
I
I
like
stuck
the East
around.
Coast though.
I do too. I really, and I loved being on the East Coast and people being like, you're so California, and be like, thanks. And then I went to LA and people be like, you're so East Coast. And I'd be like, thank you.
Yeah, same. People always
Right?
ask me if I'm from New York, and I'm like,
Yeah, you
no.
definitely have that vibe. Yeah, you got the freaking cool ass vibe.
Oh,
Colleen. Wait, what is your dog's name? Do you have a dog now?
yeah. I wish he would come into the picture.
Yeah.
Jetty, come.
Jebby?
His name's Jetty, like a
Oh,
TTY,
Jetty.
like the rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Jetty, come. Touch.
He's a cutie patootie.
Let's see if he shows up.
Come on, Jetty.
Maybe I'll just take you to him. real
Take us
quick.
to him. Take us to Troy, too, if he's there. I want to get my eyeballs on Troy. I want to see who got Moby Dick.
There he is.
Hold on. Is he a Newfoundlander?
No, he's a Barbet. He's a French water dog. Are you wagging
Oh
your
my
tail?
Lord.
Hi, baby.
Hi,
Hi.
Jenny. Oh my God.
Hi.
It's hard to tell that's a tail. It sort of looks like his wild back leg. Oh, he
He's
is.
so cute.
He's so
He's
How
only
old is he?
6 months.
He don't mind me. Oh, are
He's a
those
big
his
boy.
teeth? Is he truly
He's
smiling?
got a goatee.
Oh.
Come here. Touch.
Does
Will you
he
come
play
say
the
hi?
saxophone?
He's not
'Cause
coming.
we have an episode about
Anyways.
that.
Yeah.
Do you dogs
Yeah.
playing saxophone?
I don't
What?
know,
No.
but that would be
Did you say
cool.
you have an episode about dogs playing saxophone?
No, my vagina.
Yeah, she grew a soul patch during chemo, and then I very genuinely did an impression of her soul patch vagina named
Oh
Flash.
my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
It's our first episode, Colleen. We
Oh,
talk
is it?
about my cancer and my chemotherapy and how I had lost hair just about all over my body and how it was wonderful that I didn't have to shave my legs for like 6-9 months. However, not all the hair was gone because my vagina kept this little soul patch and
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
That's so random, right? I
It's
feel
so
like that though. You know
random.
when you get waxed and that hair, if you ever I used to go bald, when I thought I was supposed to. Fuck that. And that hair right on the patch, it feels like it does not want to leave. Like it is there
Yeah.
forever. It's
Uh-huh.
so deeply rooted. I can see that would not come off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
You're
like
"I'm
holding
going
on for dear
nowhere."
life and, no
Yeah,
fucking
it's like,
chemicals will
no,
kill
I
me.
live here. Damn. That's how it feels. I feel vindicated. It's like, Now I go to the lady and I'm like, if it's not gray, I want full bush.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, all of it? I'm like, I
Hell
want
yeah.
as wide of a triangle. Just take
That's
everything
right.
else, but I want wide triangle until it goes gray.
Yeah. We were making ourselves look prepubescent.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
It's fucking
I
weird.
dated another younger guy who liked bush. And I was
Of
like,
course, you'd
I
hope
can
that
barely
they'd come
grow
the other
bush
way.
anymore. I've waxed it for so long, and now they want bush. Can't keep up. Can't keep up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So hard to be a
Mm.
woman.
It
It
is.
is
My
fucking
eyebrows never
hard.
recovered from the 90s.
Oh man, I found a really good serum. Mine are looking
Oh,
kind of strong.
they're
Ah,
beautiful.
I love those. I saw you
Yeah,
a couple months
Is that
ago and
looking?
I was, yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
You got the look, Colleen.
Thanks, man.
Colleen's
You guys are good.
gorgeous.
You guys are good for my soul.
We speak truth only, and it's truth.
It's
So can I
true.
come back next week? I'll come back next week.
Yes, will
See
you
you.
just
See you
join us?
Wednesday.
We can talk about
See
something
you
else.
Wednesday.
We all have stories.
Yeah, and none of us have children.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really.
Mm-hmm. We're all child
Oh,
free.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Well, my partner, he has 5, which I love them. I'm like their cool older sister from their dad's first marriage.
And my partner has 3. And yours
Mm.
has 3.
Oh yeah,
But they're not
so we
here.
gotta- Oh, they're not
Right.
there right now. Behind.
Well,
They're not here.
Courtney's 5 are mostly out of the house, right?
They
They're-
just now
yeah.
are mostly out of the house. We
Yes.
had 4 of them living with us, and they are
Oh
all
my gosh.
giants. Colleen, they're giants. They're football,
No,
And-
all boys.
all but one, and the girl is absolutely delightful. Whisper of a cute little thing, and it's so funny that her brothers are and their mom is so tiny too, and just gorgeous.
Random.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
wild.
that.
It's
That must be
wild.
so much cheaper not to have 4 large boys
You
in the
couldn't.
house.
I can't even. Yeah. It's
The amount of
been
food.
an adventure. The amount of food. But then I got to reap those benefits too, because I can put away some food. So
Okay,
I'd be
yeah.
like, I
So
didn't
you're
need
like,
it. It
it's-
was the boys.
That's so
Wasn't
funny.
me.
I used
I
to
don't
go
know
to
where
this
the
really
cereal
nice,
is.
this nice donut store near us, Sidecar Donuts, and I'd go
Oh.
in. And you go in, you're like, I can't choose just one, so I would
Yeah.
choose like 4, and I would
Yeah.
go. It's for the boys.
Yes.
The cashier.
Yes. The gang. Yeah.
I was single, living
boys.
alone. For the record, it's
Hell
for the
yeah.
boys.
Dude, I did
She
that with
doesn't know.
alcohol. I'd go in and be like,
It's
What
the
is- I'd
same
hold up-
kind of
yeah.
addiction.
oh my God.
Sugar.
I'd be like, I'm having a party later. It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. Is Pop Off a good vodka? And the guy was like, it's bug juice. And I was like, I think I'll try it. And I was just getting 4 $4.99
Try
bottle
it.
of it.
Oh my God. That
I was
hurts
drunk
my
at the time,
head.
so I know it's gross.
Oh God.
Is this any good? Is this?
Aren't you so happy you feel good right now?
Oh my gosh, it is. It never gets old. I've been
I
sober
bet.
in recovery, active recovery for almost 14 years, and
Wow.
it does not get old. I mean, I still have moments where I was like, boy, I'd love to numb out right now. Shit is painful. You know,
I mean,
losing
there's
pets.
other ways.
There are,
There's
well,
other
yeah,
ways.
but I haven't taken a drink or a drug. So,
That's good.
but
That's
I
really
have sex
good.
with prostitutes a lot. Hey, I'm only human.
I know
I'm only
everyone's getting
human.
there somewhere. Oh shit. That's funny.
And I steal, but that's neither here nor there. Just kidding. I do neither of those things.
Hey, well, Colleen, anytime you want to be a co-host, you just
Oh
let
my
me know.
gosh.
This would be
Yes.
fun.
I'm here
This
for
would
you.
be so fun because
My
you'd come
cheeks
in with
hurt.
the freaking wisdom
Yeah.
queen of the world, Lord.
I know.
Well, Colleen and I don't. I mean, I'm big fans of a lot of people. Emily is one of those people, but man, oh man, Colleen.
I know. She's up there.
I think this has been one of the. I've truly learned so much from you,
I know.
Colleen.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. It was such a pleasure to have you on.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yes. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Anything you want to shout out? Anything you're like reading or doing right now
I'm doing The Artist's Way. If anyone wants to do it together.
Gosh,
I'm
I'd
really
love
bad
it.
at doing
I
it
love
alone.
The Artist's Way. Oh my gosh, I did it in college. I've done it 2 times since I've been out of college.
You
I should
have?
do it again. Oh gosh.
Did you
I
do the
love that
morning
book.
pages right when you woke up?
I did. Yeah.
Damn, that's really hard.
I
I got
know.
up early today, but my dog's like, hey, so we're going out.
I
early."
just did it
Great.
in bed. I wouldn't even get out of bed yet.
I saw someone do that on YouTube. Okay.
Just
That's
do it right there
smart.
and then, you know, it's great because it does tell you don't read them, don't save them, don't nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. I'll
highly
take
recommend.
that bit of advice because, like, when I come out the room, then there's this cascade of things that have to happen.
Of course.
Yeah.
Face,
Of course,
teeth,
yeah.
water. All right. Love you guys. Thank you.
All right. Just wanted to say thanks to all our listeners. And you know where to find us. We are on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and you can email us at thatwasn'ttheplanpod@gmail.com. And until next week, bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to That Wasn't the Plan. If you found it helpful or at least mildly entertaining, a quick rating, review, and a click on the subscribe button would be lovely. And it genuinely helps us. And if a friend comes to mind, please share. Until next time, bye.